We actually have to prepare our fall schedule right now. And in fact, the fall schedule is due to be released in early April. We think by choosing this option, it gives us the most flexibility, and we're actually looking forward to bringing back services and programs as conditions will allow in the fall. But by making this decision now and committing to this path, we're giving our students a sense of certainty in terms of what our operations will be.
We certainly hope so. We are seeing vaccines becoming widely available, and we are encouraging everyone to get one as soon as you are able. However, many variables and unknowns still exist. For example, we don't fully understand the timeline to reach herd immunity even as we roll out a countrywide vaccine effort. We don't know the effect of emerging COVID variants, and we don't have clarity on how long vaccine protection lasts. According to the CDC, COVID vaccines are effective at keeping you from getting sick, but scientists are still learning whether vaccines prevent you from spreading COVID to others, especially when you don't have symptoms.
The logistics of opening a college campus are more complex than a K-12 school. K-12 campuses are much smaller, students stay with fewer teachers and classmates throughout the day, and they have controlled points of access. Conversely, our campuses are large and we have thousands of students and employees entering and leaving each of our 3 campuses every day. This makes health screening and contact tracing much more difficult than having a student population on site all day for a full day of K-12 instruction. We want to be as undisruptive to the learning environment as possible, and with so many unknowns, it is best to maintain our distance education modalities so that we don't have to abruptly shift from in-person to fully online instruction like we did last spring.
We currently have more than 1,600 students in face-to-face classes this spring semester. These courses are training healthcare workers and first responders, as well as some career education programs and STEM labs that cannot be held online. This fall, if the circumstances allow, we plan to bring back more of the classes that were hard to deliver in the online format, such as visual and performing arts, more science labs, cosmetology, kinesiology, and athletics. We also hope to support our campus community by opening services in the child development centers.
Our colleges are operating now with extensive health and safety precautions in place. And this is one of the biggest reasons why we have to reopen campuses gradually. We follow the guidance for higher education from the CDC, California Department of Public Health, and San Mateo County Health. During the pandemic, we have stockpiled PPE like masks, gloves, and hand sanitizers. Our facilities team is conducting site assessments to evaluate spaces for social distancing, plexiglass placement, and ventilation. We have a contact tracing system in place to let people know if they've been exposed to COVID on one of our campuses. And we have a COVID testing capability site at CSM. We are also acquiring vaccination licenses and equipment like thermometers, freezers for storing vaccines, and other equipment so that we can provide vaccination for our employees on campus if needed.
I hope that these questions shed some light on the rationale as to why we made this very difficult decision. We know that you're all frustrated. We are too. We really look forward to getting back on our campuses and in our classrooms as soon as we can. But we believe this approach will give us the most flexibility. And believe me, as conditions change, we'll alter those plans because that helps us to get back to doing what we do best, which is serving our community and our students.